I want to address a couple things, how to help in Houston, how to help aid the city right now. Also, I'm going to address real quick the deal at the church that I served for a long time, Pastor Joel Osteen, Lakewood Church, and what happened there and how the media or just trolls lost their mind, and even a lot of smart people making very silly comments. So let me just address that real quick. One of the things just to keep in mind is context is king. And I'm going to say this, Pastor Joel has said, never to defend him or just never to defend him. So this isn't his, obviously, volition or his request. I mean, so anyway, let me just address it. Let's look at the timeline. The timeline and the context is key within that timeline. On Sunday night, the church was flooded. I have the video. It was flooded all the way around, at least about 2 feet. It wasn't safe for people to come in. It probably wasn't a good idea. And not to mention the rest of around where Lakewood is, if you know anything about it, is very prone to flooding. And so people can't get around. The feeder road was flooded. And this is firsthand accounts from friends of mine that actually were there. So not from some random person on Facebook. It's interesting to me how so many people take it, not advice, but they'll take whatever anybody posts, and it's just kind of silly to me. Why would you do that? Why would you believe somebody you don't even know? Anyway, so that was Sunday. Monday morning, same thing. It was still flooded. It ends up receding till the afternoon. In the afternoon, it's like noon probably, or 2, somewhere around there. It ends up receding, and then we get a bunch of, I guess, hate. Like, hey, why aren't you opening your doors? Well, the floodwaters just receded. Most people can't even make a decision where to eat within an hour, and you want a huge church to make a decision, which I'm sure they were going to make anyway. But number one, they weren't there. I believe that the leaders of the church, some leaders were out of their homes. So there was, just keep in mind, there's a lot of stuff at play. There's a lot of variables that are happening. And for you or anybody to think that they know everything that's going on, you're being silly, and quit it, and stop judging people, and stop you're starting hate and stuff during a crisis. There's a catastrophe, and you want to point blame at one person. I mean, I don't even understand that. That is silly, but that's the society we live in. Hey, if you want to really do something, here's the three things that I would say that you would do. So the doors, let me go back. The doors of the church are open and have been open the whole time, but they were open, and we explained that there was shelter, water. That's another thing. We got to have water there. We got to have facilities ready or available. So anyway, that's all happened last night. It's all happening today, providing. So I would hope that some of the haters would actually put a positive thing out. And I want to say this, I have never seen our church ever. The response has never been because somebody pushed them to do it, or media pushed them, or even with our pastor. I'm sorry, I know that all these people are looking for credit. You're looking for credit for us doing the right thing and saying that we wouldn't have done the right thing. You're silly and you're ridiculous. So we've been doing good in the city for a very long time. So anyway, hey, here's the 3 things that you can do real quick. Number 1, get off your butt and get to Houston if you can. As soon as possible. I think it's probably going to be a week before people can actually engage in the process of helping out. But I mean, it's going to take months and months and months and months to rebuild and restore just all the water damage, all the people that lost everything, their cars. I mean, so many cars lost, everything else. Anyway, so serve, get involved if you can. If you can't, you can donate. Donate to Samaritan's Purse. That's the one we're teaming up with. SamaritansPurse.com. It's a great place to donate. And the other thing is I'm going to contact my friends, find out what their needs are, and that might be an opportunity to help, like somebody that you know that knows somebody, versus giving to a big organization. I know a lot of people are very hesitant to do that, so that is an option. And then the last thing is pray, man. You got to pray. Yeah, some of you guys don't believe in that, and that's okay, but I believe in the power of prayer. I believe that God moves in people's hearts, and there needs to be a lot of good being done in Houston, and so we're expecting for great things to happen. I'm going to head out tomorrow, give you guys some updates. Hopefully can live stream some things of what's going on. Anyway, love you guys. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon. See ya.